Thanks, Jigar, and welcome again to all of you in episode 3. A very good morning, good evening, good noon. Before we jump into the agenda, a brief introduction about me. My name is Amit Singh. I'm a Salesforce certified application architect. I do write blogs over sfdcpanther.com. You can follow me over my Twitter handle, Claudia May. This is agenda for today's session. We are going to learn how we can create an application in Salesforce, how we can make modification in our application, how we can create custom tabs for custom objects, visual force pages, lightning components, a web tab, and then going forward we will learn about record types and page layouts. After that we will learn what is related list and what are all list views. After that, we will learn about compact page layout, and going forward, we will learn Lightning app builders. And at the end of the session, we will open up the bridge for question and answer. So, some housekeeping rules: please keep yourself muted unless you are speaking, and keep adding your questions if you have any doubts. Keep adding your questions into the chat window, and don't think that whatever the questions you are asking is a very silly questions, because if you have doubt, be clear, put your question into the chat window, and we will clarify your doubts. So what is a Salesforce application? A Salesforce application is basically a collection of items that we say. Salesforce application is a collection of tabs that works together to give us the output for a complete product. So an app can have multiple tabs. Tab can be either an standard tab or a custom tab. Standard tabs are already by default available by Salesforce. Standard tabs are for of standard objects like we have contact, account, opportunity, lead, solution, entitlement. All these objects are standard objects, and for all these objects, those tabs are available in Salesforce by default. Those tabs are called as standard tabs. And when we say about custom tabs, then in for custom tabs we have custom objects. We are creating our custom objects in order to achieve our functionality. And then for those, if you are creating custom tabs, if you are creating a tabs for those, all those are comes under a custom tabs. And then if you have some, there are different types of custom tabs. How many tabs you can create, how many of, so you can create a custom tab of your custom object. That is very simple. You go ahead to the tabs that we will show you to the demo how we can create. And then if you have some visual force page that you want to display some basic information, or if you want to show some related object details, reports and dashboards, for that you can create a VA page, and then you can add that VA page as a custom tab. If you are in a lightning environment, you have some lightning component that you want to use as a custom tab, you can also create. Or if you have some kind of third-party URL that you don't want to navigate to that URL, you just want to create a tab, you can create a tab for that as well. Many projects where we are working, we have included some standard objects, accounts, opportunities, and then we have some custom objects like invoice and invoice line items. So in order to keep your work or keep your product in a single place, we need to create an application. So to create an application, we need to go to setup. From setup, in the quick search box, you just need to type app manager. Under app section, you will see that app manager, and once you will click on app manager, you will see the list of all standard applications that are available by default in Salesforce. To create a new application, you just need to click on new lightning app. It will open up a new window for you where you need to provide your name. Let's say that I'm just going to name it as Salesforce Apex Hours for Students. You can provide proper description, a meaningful description why you are creating this application. And if you wanted to change the logo of your application, and now if you see that there is a Salesforce logo, if you want to change, you can just click on upload, find your files where you have your file or your logo. I'm just going to upload Salesforce this Apex Hours logo itself. If you want to change the color, you can change the color, and your application will look like this, that we will see later. Here you will see some navigation style. Either it is a console application. A console application is basically used for providing the support whenever we are providing support like live agent omni channels that we will cover and later on. And you can see the supported form factors. So basically this portion is for where this application will be supported, either desktop, phone, or both UI. So we are going to select desktop and phone. And for the setup, we want the full setup, and then click on next. If you want to add some utility items, you can add. These utility items we will talk in coming sessions, so I'm not going to talk here. And here you can see what available tabs, that tabs are available by default you want to add. You can add. Let's say that we want to add accounts, cases, opportunities. I'll add only 3. Next. And then you need to define which particular profile or what you like, which user can access. Then you need to define profiles here. So for now, for the demo purpose, we will define a Salesforce administrator, because I'm logged in as Salesforce administrator. If I'm not selecting this profile, I will not be able to access this application from App Launcher. I will click on Save and Finish. And here you will see that your application is listed. And to access this application, you just need to go to click on App Launcher, 9 dots on the left, and here you will see your application. If you see that your application is here, Salesforce Apex Hours for Students. Now if you click here, you will see only those 3 tabs whatever we have added. Now there is no extra tabs, there is no extra information that we need. This information is what that we need for our product. That's it. So this is very simple that we can create application in Salesforce Classic. Now if you are in Salesforce Lightning. Now if you are in Salesforce Classic, how you can create it? So I've already logged in my different environment where you can, this is a classic environment. You can quickly go to setup. In this quick search find box, you just need to type apps. Under the create section, you will find a link apps. You just need to click here and you need to click on new. Here you will select either custom application or console application. So we'll go with custom application. Provide the label that you want to provide a label. Let's say that webinars. Image, whatever the logo you want to provide. So the same thing that we did here. So I have a logo. Click on next. Here you will see all the tabs, all available tabs. Either these are standard tabs or custom tabs. You can select those application tabs at single go. You can select which will be the default tab for your application. Whenever you will go to your application, you can select that here. Click on next. Provide which particular profile you want to assign this application. That means user of that profile can access that application. Once you will save this, a new application will be created for you. And in Classic, this is an app launcher where you can switch between your application. So if you see that here, we have that application and we can switch to our application. Whatever tabs, so some of tabs are not available for this profile. This is why we are not able to see all the tabs that we have added. So now next to coming to the tabs, what are all the tabs? Tabs are basically your standard objects or custom objects where you can you just need to provide a link. It will be like a menu bar for you where you can just click and quickly create your new record, or you can just quickly go through the records, whatever the record you wanted to see as a detail page, the complete information about that record. And if you want to create a custom custom tab, what you need to do is Again, go to setup. We are already, sorry. And from the setup, you just need to type tabs here in the quick search box. Yeah, you will see under user interface, you will get a link for tabs. You need to click on tabs, and here you will see a list of options, like what kind of tabs you wanted to create. Either it's a lightning component tab you want to create, or it is a visual force tab, it is a custom object tab, or you wanted to just create a web tab that you just need to provide a link. So here you can see you have a custom objects, you have web tabs, you want to create visual force tabs, you have lightning components, and then you have lightning pages. So to create a custom object, we already have two. Now if you want to create, click on new, and once you will click on new, in the object section you will see the available objects. Only those objects will be available here. Those objects are custom, and we don't have a tag for those objects. So if you see that, if I go back, we have two custom objects tab, and in this Salesforce org we have only two custom objects. So if we want to create a new tab, what I will do, I'll just quickly create a new tab, sorry, new object. So this is basically a label that we will see, and this is a plural label that we will see as a tab, and either it is starts with a vowel or not. What will be the object name? If you want to change that, you can change it. What will be the name that we are talking about in our previous session? What will be the data type? Either it will be text or auto number. If you want to select an auto number, you just need to provide a format, display format. So this display format, either you can provide like this, or if you want more, you just need to click on this quick link, that is what it is, and you will see what all formats you can provide for an auto number. So, and then this in the bottom, if you notice that we have two checkbox. Out of those, we have one that is saying that launch new custom tab which are for saving this custom object. So if you want to create a tab for your custom object at the time of object creation, you can just click on this checkbox, and once you will click on save this, it will save your custom object in the database, and after that it will also launch the wizard for creating a custom object that we are not going to do in this session. So I'll just quickly create create this object. So now we have this object. We will go back to our tabs section. Now here you can see that we are able to see that custom object for which we don't have any custom tab in our Salesforce. So I'll just select any of tab style that you want to select. You want to give some description for this object, you can provide. And this particular section where you are saying that which particular profile. So like object or like application, we have an ability to set for which particular profile we wanted to open up the access for this object, sorry, for this tab. So by default it will open up for all the profiles. If you want to say, let's say that I'm saying that default off, it is changing to default off, and now I want to open up the access for only system admin. I'll say default on. So what we will do, this app tab will available for only system administrator. For other profiles, for other users which are related with other profiles, will not be able to see this custom tab. And which particular application you want to include this tab? As we saw while creating that application, we selected few of tabs. So what we'll do, we'll just quickly uncheck all this checkbox, and we will select our application that we created. So now you see that we have 3 tabs for all custom objects. If we go back to our application, refresh the page, now we will be able to see the fourth tabs as well here, which is for our custom object that we just created. So this is how you can quickly create your application or your tab for a custom object. Now, if you want to create tab for your web tab, you can just create. So for example, this is a quick demo for a web tab. What will be the tab style? So for every tab you are going to create, you need to select this tab style. Now here what I'll do is I'll just type apexos.com. For this, I'm going to make available for all the profiles include in our application only. So this is how you can create a web tab. Now, if you go back, you can see that we have a custom web tab that is named as Apex Hours. And now if you click on this, the complete web should be, we will be able to see that web here. So it is saying that we are redirecting to this. I'll say that leave. So this is basic Salesforce limitation that you cannot show the third party information or with the help of an iframe. This is what we are getting an error. But if you have some, for this we need to make some further modification in our configuration changes that we will not see here. So this is all about the custom tabs. Now let's go back to our next topic, that is record types and page layouts. So what does record types do? So if you have different business process and you want to create different record types for a particular record for a particular objects, let's say we created a teacher custom object. Now we have different process for different streams teachers, like some teachers are belong to CS, some teachers belongs to electronics, some civil engineering, some mechanical engineering. So the object is same, the object is teacher, but the process for all those teachers is different. So in that case, we need to define record type. So that what it will do, it will define the process. It will divide our process into a different types. We will see, we will click on teacher object, we'll see new, and then after we will be able to select which particular process we wanted to choose. Either it is a CS, either it is a civil engineer or mechanical, any particular environment that a teacher belongs to. For some objects we need to define processes. So what processes, that means like what kind of process we need to follow. So if we take an example of lead, so for lead is basically used in Salesforce to target those audience that are intended to do the business with a particular company. So in that case, we need to define a process, which particular process we need to follow to close the deal, so that that person whom we are targeting is happy to do the business with us. So that process is called as sales process. And then we have another standard object that is called as solution. So for that we need to provide a solution process. So solution is like we have a problem, and for that we wanted to provide the solution. So which particular process we are going to follow to provide the solution for different kind of problems, that we need to provide solution process. And then the same thing is follow for the case object. Case is like customer is having some issues with their product. Let's take an example of generators. We have installed the generator in customers premises, and now they are facing the problem. They are contacting us that they are facing some problems. So a generator can have different kind of problems. For those problems, what particular process we are going to follow? For that we need to provide a we need to define a support process. And then for lead object, we need to define a lead process. sorry, I think for opportunity it is a sales process. Earlier I told that it is for lead, but opportunity it is a sales process. For lead it is a lead process. So these processes, how they are going to work, I will show you. So to create the record type for either opportunity, a case, lead, or solution, we first need to define a process, which process we are going to follow, and then after we can only create a record type. So what we'll do is, for creating a record type, quickly go to object manager, find an object where you wanted to create a record type. So let's say we are going to create a record type for opportunity. In the left side you will see a record types. Just need to click on here. So we don't have any record type, but before going that, if you click here in new, because we haven't defined the sales process for that, you will see an opportunity record type must be associated with the sales process that we need to create. So for creating a sales process, what you need to do is, either you can just click here to create a process, or you can quickly go back to home and type here sales, and under feature settings you will see sales process. What sales process does, it does define the stages of a process, what particular stages you need to follow to close the deal or to win the deal. So we will see that. I'll say it as marketing. So for opportunity, we are going to create two record types. So those two record types, what we will do is, so how we are going to define the record type. So let's say that in opportunity we have two types of customer. One is a customer who is already a customer and doing a business with us. One is a prospect that is that we are targeting him to close in coming 1 month or 1 year, so that that person will do the business with us. So in that case we want to display two different information in two different records. So this is why we are just going to create two record types for opportunity. And here you will see that we have these many of stages. And now if I want to remove this, I just remove these four stages from this sales process called as marketing. I'll just save it. So now once I will create a record type with this marketing sales process, I will only be able to see these stages while I will be creating the opportunity record. Now let's go ahead and create one more. We will say for customer. For customer, let's remove these three, and we will be having this number of stages for customer sales process. So now sales process is done. Go back to our object. Click on record types. Now we can define our record types. So here let's define customer and what sales process you want to align this record type. So we will say that it will be a customer and it is in active stage. If we are not going to activate, we will not be able to see this record type. And enable this record type for all the profiles. Click on next. And then here you need to choose which particular page layout you want to assign for this particular record type. So what page layout is, before moving ahead, I will discuss about what is a page layout. So basically page layout controls what kind of information you wanted to show to the user, what fields, what related list, what buttons, what are all the custom links you wanted to show to the user, a user who is viewing the record, what all information that can be viewed by that user, those all are controlled by page layouts. So here what we are going to do is we are just going to select as it is a customer, so we will say opportunity sales layout, and then we will create a new record type as well. So we will say save and new. So what it will do, it will save our record type and open the widget for another record type. So we will say it is prospect, sales process is marketing. Why we are choosing different sales process? So that I can show you the different pick list values for stays. Enable for all the profiles. And for this we will select marketing layout. So we already have different layouts for this opportunity object, account, lead, case. So we have some standard. Now other thing that record type does is it gives you the ability to control what pick list value you wanted to show to the user. So here if you see that we save this record, and these are three pick list values available for opportunity object instead of stays, because stays is being controlled by our sales process. And if you want to edit type, let's edit this, and let's I just wanted to remove these three because it will always be a prospect will always be a new customer. So I'll just save this as a new for the type. And now let's go back to our other record type, customer, and here from the type we are going to remove new customer. So why we are removing new customer? Because customer is already doing a business with us. So now let's go ahead first see what we are able to see for opportunity object while we are creating a new opportunity record. So click on new. So now you will see a new wizard where you are asking to select a record type. What kind of record you wanted to create, either a customer who is doing a business with you or a new customer. So I will show you both. So first let's check customer. So first we are talking about this stage. So you see that we are only able to see those stages that we selected while creating our sales process. Now second, for type, you see that as record type is customer, this is why you are able to see only these three values. You are not able to see new customer. Now let's cancel this. Go ahead and create a new other record. We'll select prospect this time. Next, if you see type, we have only one value, that is new customer. And if you talk about stage, we have these values that what we selected while creating our sales process. Now even if you notice one thing, if you've noticed, the fields layout or the fields positions are different for those two record types. And so from where these are happening, so as we discussed, like page layout is a thing that does control the all information, and it also controls what fields you need to display in which order. So let's go to our page layout that we work with. We work with sales and marketing. So we'll open marketing. So to do this, all this in our classic, what you need to do is just go to your classic environment, go to setup, and for those you just need to type here. Let's say that you have an standard objects that you want to play with. You just need to type object name, that is accounts. You just need to basically type plural level of your object name. So you will type accounts and you will see the complete section for that object here. You want to create a new fields, you want to see what all fields are available for that object, you want to create some validation rules, you want to try triggers, you want to modify some page layouts, you want to create record types. So everything you will get here for standard objects. For custom objects, you just need to type objects, and under create you will see a link object. This is a process. Either you want to create a new object or you want to modify a new object for creating a new field, deleting a field. So here you see you can create a new custom object if you want, or here you will see all custom objects that are available for you. So let's say that I have an object book, and under once you will click on that object, here you will get all those information that you are looking for: validation rules, types, whatever, page layouts, if you want to define some field sets, compact page layouts. So all information you will get under here for the custom objects. Now let's go back to our lightning environment. So this is a page layout. Once you will click, let me show you again. So if you are in lightning, you will see like this. If you will click on this link, it will open up a page layout for you in editable mode. Or if you see this drop down, you can just click on that drop down and click on edit. So here you see that you have different sections where you can arrange. If you want to arrange fields, you can rearrange fields as per your business process of what you want. Let's say that we are going to arrange this here, we are going to arrange type here. You want to add new fields, you can just drag all the fields that are available here. You can drag those fields from here to here. And if you want to remove some fields, you can just go to over the fields, like I want to remove this next step field, or I want to remove this private. Click on this minus sign, or you can just even drag and drop from here to this field section. And one more thing that you can do from page layout is you can either make a field a read only, or you can make a field required from here as well. So to make a field required, there are three ways. Either you can make a field required while creating a field, or you can make a field required by validation rules that you will learn in next session, or you can make a field required by a page layout. So one thing that you need to notice is, if you are making a field required from a page layout, so how you will make that field as a required? Just hold that field, click on wrench icon next to it. You will see either you want to make that field as a layout, read only, or you want to make field that as a required. So just click on required checkbox. Okay. You will see a red sign for that field. That means this field is required. Now, if you are making this field from a page layout, required from a page layout, that doesn't mean this fields will be required if you are creating a record from Apex. This is only for a UI. Whenever a user is entering a record, then only this field will be required. But if you are creating this record from backend, like uh, data imports or some Apex classes, Apex triggers, this field will not be required. Then only standard fields, or then in that case only standard required fields, or the fields that you have marked as required while creating, are the fields that are required by validation rules, be only enforced while creating those records with the help of Apex. Now let's quickly save this, go back to our opportunity. We'll just refresh and try to create a new prospect record, and we will see if we are able to see this lead source as required or not. So you can see that lead source is required. We have arranged this, we change the position of our type field, we are able to see that field over here. So this is how you can work. Now if you try to, this is a opportunity. We are going to say that Salesforce. I'm going to select an account here. I'm just entering those required values that are actually required by default by Salesforce. This is what we made by page layout. If we try to save, it will enforce us to fill the value for this field. But in case of Apex, it will not. So now the next thing that we have for page layouts, how you can create a page layout. So there are two ways for creating a page layout. Either you want to clone a page layout, or you want to create a brand new page layout. So for creating a brand new page layout, go to your object manager, find your object, go to page layouts, click on new. It will ask Either if you want to select some existing page layout. So if you select some, let's say that you are selecting opportunity marketing, and I'm saying that marketing. So what it will do, it will copy all the existing configuration whatever we have for that particular page layout. So if you see that, we are able to see all those configurations whatever was that for a marketing layout. Now other thing, let's save this. This was the first way. Now other way, let's say that if you are here in opportunity sales layout, and now you wanted to clone this, you said that how we can create here. So you can see that here save, and a drop down next to that. If you click on that, you will see a save as. If you click that, you can also give the name for your layout here as well. So I'm, let's saying that customer. I will save it. It will create a brand new page layout for me with all the configuration what was that for opportunity sales layout. So this is it for opportunity, sorry, page layouts. So next topic that we have is a related list. What is a related list in a Salesforce is, if you want to see the related information for a particular object. So let's say that there are two objects that are related with each other. Either they are related with the help of custom lookup relationship, or they are related with the help of some master data relationship. So we need to define like what information, what related list we wanted to so for a particular page layout, that we need to control. If you wanted to control that, we have to control from a page layout. So let's go ahead and talk about related lists. So we are here in page layout itself. So if you see this left bar, here we have multiple information like what we wanted to work with. So if you scroll down, you will see a related list section here. Now if you click on the related list, you will be scroll down to the section where all related lists are available. So here if you see, these all objects are related with an opportunity. So let's take another object. We will say contact. Go to page layout. So here if you go to the related list section, you will see all these objects, how these objects are related. So here in the related list section, you will only see the child record. Either they are child in case of master detail, or they are child in case of lookup relationship. So here you will see that we have opportunities, child of contact, we have cases, we have open activities, activity history, those activity which has been completed, campaigns, notes and attachments. And if you want to add more, like let's say that you want to add files, or you want to add some approval history, so you can add. You want to remove, either you can just click on minus sign, or you can just drag and drop from the related list section to the related list panel at the top. So if you save this, these related list will be available for contact. So now to see in action, let's go to our opportunity object. We will modify our same layout that we are playing with. So we will modify opportunity marketing layout. So let's see what all related list we have added. So here you can see that we have product, we have notes and attachments, we have contact roles, partners, stage history. Now let's modify some related list. So what I'll do, I'll just remove activity history, I'll remove notes and attachment, and contact roles as well. So competitors, let's save this. So once we will refresh this page, now we will be able to see the updated related list, what all related list we have for that particular page layout. So these all related lists are controlled by the page layouts. So now next topic that we have is list view. So list view in Salesforce are basically to see to view the filtered set of record. So whenever you are clicking on a tab, you are by default redirected to the recently viewed record. That list view, what that list view does is so displays all those records which has been recently viewed by you. So to create a list view, what process we need to do? Let's say that we have these four objects. Once you will click on opportunity, you can see that you are redirected to the by default list view that is recently viewed. So here you will only see those records that you have recently viewed, that you have opened those records. Now if you want, if you click on this drop down, you will see that you have plenty number of others list views as well. So if you see that you have all opportunities, so in this list view you will see all the opportunities that are available for you. Now let's say that we have a scenario, user wants to see only those only those records whose amount is greater than 10,000. So for that, what you need to do is you need to create a new list view. Click on this gear icon and you will see either you want to clone, you want to rename, what you want to do with this list view. So what we will do is we will click here new. We will say that I will say that big deal alert, and here you can see there is an option which is asking who can see this list view. Either only you want to see this list view, or any user that is available in Salesforce environment who can access Salesforce org can see this list view, or some group of users you wanted to share your list view. So I will say that let's make it available for all the users. Save this. So now you will see that you have this big deal alert where you have only one. By default, what it does, it shows you your opportunities. So now if you want to say, let's say that make it as all opportunities. So now we need to add a filter. So let's add a filter. So what filter we wanted to add is an of a field called amount, opportunity amount. It should be greater than 10,000. So let's click on done, and once you will click on save, it will filter all those opportunities, and you will see it will only show those opportunities whose amount is greater than 10,000. Now there is one more exciting feature about related list, list view. If you wanted to see some charts, you can just click on this chart, and you will see if you wanted to see some chart, either if you want to see some amounts by stages, what are all stages have an opportunity, you wanted to see some pipeline by amount. So this is you can also use the chart functionality in your list view. The other thing that you have is a Kanban system. In a Kanban, how you will switch to the Kanban. So if you see here, it is a table, and here you have two options. Either you want to display as a table or you want to display as a Kanban. So if you select Kanban, it will show you uh, all opportunities by stages. So if you see that we have an stage prospecting, we have only one opportunity, we have a qualification, we have one opportunity. Now this also gives you the ability to quickly move opportunity from one stage to another stage. So let's say that you want this negotiation opportunity to the closed one stage. So you just need to drag drop and it will change the status of this opportunity, and you can see it is a closed one. And now if you see that, if you go back to the object, you are seeing that you are able to see quickly jumping into the recently viewed, and a user don't want to jump into the recently view. Whenever we are clicking, a user want to jump into the whatever the list view created, that big deal alert. So for that, what we need to do is first go to this all list views, select your list view that you wanted to jump into, and then here if you see a pin sign, if you click, it will pin your list view. Now if you go back, if you come back to your object, by default it will open that list view that you want a user to see whenever user is jumping into the tab. So this is all about a list view. Now let's go back to our next topic, that is what are compact page layouts and what are mini page layouts. So basically, compact page layout in a Salesforce used to show the key fields for a particular record at the top. We also know as a highlight panel for that. In a Salesforce, we also say that either it is a highlight panel or as a compact layout. So if you see in a screenshot, these information, these fields that we are seeing here in these two are controlled by compact layout. So now let's go back quickly. So to create a compact layout in Lightning environment, go back to your object manager, find the object where you want to create a compact layout. Let's say that we want to create opportunity. In the left section, you will find a section for compact layout. Click on that. By default, you will see a system default compact layout. You cannot make any changes in this layout. Now if you want to show some different fields other than all fields are available for this system default, so by default these fields are available. Now if you want to change or if you want to remove, add few fields, what you need to do is you just need to click on new, and let's say that I'm just saying customer. Now here you can add what fields you want to add. Let's say that we want to add account name, amount, close date, and we want to add what is the expected revenue, what is the lead source, who updated last time, and what is the name of opportunity, what is the record type, and who is the owner. So let's make it this opportunity name as a second instead of first. So save this. Once you will save this, we have compact layout assignment. Then click on edit assignment, and you will see either you want to assign a customer or system default. So we will say that customer, and here you have two different record types. So which record type you want to say? So we will say that we are going to select customer for both. So we'll select customers and we will save it. Now if we go back here, open any record, let's say that I'm going this. Oops. Okay, so if you see that, we are able to see opportunity name, amount, what is the close date, what is the expected revenue, what is the lead source, and who modified this. And if you notice that, if you go back here and edit our layout, we are not able to see either opportunity owner or record type. So now if you go back here, you can see that we are able to see opportunity name here, and if you will say that where is account name. So whatever the field is there at the top, at the first field, will always be displayed here next to the icon of your object, whatever the name object icon is. So let's move it to the top, remove these two fields, save this, and once we will refresh, now we will be able to see. You can see now we are able to see account name, and this is our name of our opportunity. Now if we talk about mini page layout, so if you hover, like whenever you hover on a link that it is a lookup or a master, you will see this information that is in gray section we are able to see with the help of a compact layout, and the other part that we are able to see is with the help of mini page layout. So how we can like this is a mini page layout is basically responsible whenever you are hovering to a parent record, what all information you will see with the help of you will see with the help of a combination of mini page layout and a compact page layout. And this this compact page layout highlight panel is also, all these fields will be available whenever you will open a record in your mobile application. So to create a mini page layout, what you need to do is, for every layout you need to create a mini page layout. So let's say that we wanted to create mini page layout for marketing. You will open at the top, you will see that a link for mini page layout. Just click on that, and here you will see that these all fields are available, what all related list you wanted to show. So you can just select and click save. Once you will click save, these fields, this mini page layout for this opportunity marketing layout has been created for you. So this is how you can create the main difference between compact and mini page layout, and how you can create those. So now next topic that we have is the Lightning App Builder. This is basically a point and click tool by which you can create either a page for record page, or a home page and an application page, or you can create a complete application with the help of this Lightning App Builder that you wanted to uh, create for your product, that doesn't require a code. So basically, with the help of a point and click, you can create a complete application. And this Lightning App Builder also allows you to assign, like, to redesign your record page in your Salesforce Lightning environment. So this Lightning App Builder is available for only Lightning environment, and with the help of this Lightning App Builder, you can completely redesign your Lightning record page that user can see, and you can also define what particular information should be displayed where, what will be the position for a particular record related list. So let's say that now, if you notice that this, the complete thing that you are able to see here is a Lightning record page that you are able to see here. You can see activity, you are able to see. So this particular part is controlled by compact layout. This detail section, these available fields are controlled by your page layout. This related list section is also controlled by your page layout. And here, if you want to add some Lightning component, you want to add some Visual Force pages, you want to add some Einstein dashboards, you want to add some reports, dashboards, you can add you can add a number of things here. So how you can add those? First, I will show you. So let's click on gear icon, and then you will need to click on edit page. So it will open a Lightning record page for you. So if you notice name here, it is saying that opportunity record page. It is not saying that it is an opportunity detail page. So here in the left section, you will see that you have a number of standard components available that you can add, you can drag and drop. And even you will see here some custom components, and you will see some custom managed components as well. Now, if you wanted to add some, let's say that you want to add some Einstein things, you can just drag and drop. Or you wanted to, let's say that you wanted to remove this related list from here, and you wanted to add this related list here as a tab. So what you can do is, you just need to select this particular portion, click on tab, and here in the tab you just need to click even here you see that you have a number of things that you can select as a tab. But if you want to add some custom things, that we are going to say that related records, click on done. You see that we have a tab called related records. Click on this, you will see you have a blank. Now what information you want to add, you can drag from left side to that panel. So let's say that you want to add related lists, so you can add related list component from left, and you will see all related lists what are available for your components. Now let's quickly add one more component. I will say no, I will say let's add a trending topic for a demo now. We don't have no, let's choose some other. Let's add recent items. What recent items you wanted to see? So here, even if you want to add, you can add recent items as well. So now if you click here in your highlight panel, you can also control either you want to show as a collapsed or you want to show the complete detail. How many fields, how many buttons you see, that edit, delete, clone, how many buttons you want to see on that layout. So let's say that I'm making it 6. You will see now these buttons are changed. You can see 6 button at the top, and this also lets you know which particular page layout you are using as a record or detail page. So this is a page layout. So you see compact page layout is a customer, that is basically previewed here. If you go to the detail tab and then again click here, this detail information that you are able to see with the help of opportunity layout. So you will also get to know which particular layout you are using in your record page. So now if we save this, after saving this, it will ask you to activate. If you will not activate, the changes will not get reflected into the environment. So after you will click on activate, it will open up a new window where you have different options. Either you want to assign as a org default, what will be the form factor for that, and then save this. Now if you go back, you will be able to see the change, whatever the change we have made. You will be able to see all those reflected changes here. You can see that we are able to see 6 buttons at the top. We are able to see recently viewed button here. So now this is all about record page. Now if you wanted to create some app pages or you wanted to create some uh, home page as well. So for that, what you need to do is just go to home page, sorry, setup, home, and then type Lightning App Builder. Here we already have 2 record pages. Now if you want to create new, just click on new. It will ask which page you want to create. Either it is a home page, or it is a record page, or it is a app page. You need to select here. So let's say that you want to create a app page. Click on next. Let's say that webinars. Click on next, and here you can select which particular layout, which basically layout suits most for you, for your requirement. So you can select either, let's say I'm selecting headers and 2 regions. Click on finish. So you will see, you will be able to get a complete blank layout here. Now you can add your whatever information you want to add. You want to add some reports here, or you want to add some visual force pages. So by default in our environment, we don't have either reports or we don't have any page. Or if you want to add some dashboards, or let's talk about if you want to add list view that we discussed, you want to add some recent items, you can add those. What Even in the recent item section, you can select objects, which object you want to let's say that you wanted to say lead as well, you wanted to say product. So you can select, and you can also select how many number of records you want to display here. You can increase those. You can also select what all list view you wanted to see here. And there is one more like capability for Lightning App Builder is you can filter, you can put a condition when you want to display that particular component. So let's say that we have a list view component and we wanted to display this only for non-admin users. So we say that we will add here, we will say add filter under set component visibility. We will add here in the new filter. So here you can select a field. So let's select a field here. We will say
user and its profile and name. We will say if the user who is logged in, his profile name is not equals to system administrator, then only display this widget and then save this. Again, it will ask on the activation. Then it will say where you wanted to add either in a page settings. I'll just save this. So it was an app page. Let's go back. So when you click on this 9 dot bars, you will find this here. So you can say that we have, you can see we have that page that we created. So it is an app page you can add, and you can see that we are not able to see the filtered component that we added. And the reason behind this is that as we have added a filter if the logged in user profile is not system admin. So there are multiple conditions. Let's say that in account object, there is a field called type, which contains partners, and there is a related list called partners. So if you want to show this related list only, let me make these changes quickly. So just for a demo purpose, I will just drop related list single. So in a related list single, even you can see we already had that partner here. So what we will do is, okay, we will put a filter if the account type, okay, we'll just remove. Okay, so we have this, we will put a filter if the account type, let's type here, we'll say if type contains, sorry, it is equal, so we will select if type is technology partner or if type is installation partner. So here you will see that we have any filters true. That means if any of these filters are true, then only show this partner related list, otherwise don't show. So let's save this. So the activation of this page is already done. This is why we didn't get that pop-up window for activating the page. So now you see that we have this partners, and why we are able to see. So let's verify that if the type is any of them. So it is an installation partner. Now let's change it to prospect. Save this, and you can see that we are no longer able to see that list view. So this is all about Lightning App Builder. You can also create app pages or record pages, and then you can assign those to your objects. So now we have a mini project that we already set up. So basically these are for setting up a page layout for our invoice object. So and then we will create some list view, and then we'll also create an app that is fantastic app. So we will start from creating an application.
So, Amit, can you just walk them very quickly, walk everyone very quickly through the problem statement of the mini project so that everybody knows what we're trying to do in conjunction with
Yeah,
that?
sure. So basically what here we are trying to do is as we have set up, we have defined a problem statement that is a mini project where a customer can go and purchase some items, and for those items we are generating an invoices. So here what we will do is we will create a separate app for that project, where we will be only adding those tabs which are only relevant to our project, like account, opportunity, invoice line items. And then for those we will be making up the configuration changes, like page layouts, what all information we wanted to show to the user, what all related list view we wanted to show display to the user, which list view should be the default list view whenever user is uh, jumping into the tab, and what all those information we are going to configure. So there will this project problem will be in every session, so we will be covering only those parts that we are covering in the agenda of our session. So this is a problem statement. So as we already did most of the things, we created app, we created page layout. So I'll just quickly go ahead and quickly create those. So now if you want to access your application, you can just go to your application and then access. So even after creating your application, if you wanted to make some changes, you can quickly go back to your app manager, and from there click on drop down arrow next to your application and then click on edit. You are good to go, and you can make those changes. You wanted to add some you wanted to change the logo, you wanted to add some menu bars that we say as a tab, you wanted to add some utility items. So everything what profile can access, everything you will see here after editing your application. So now you see that we have this app fantastic. So we are done with the problem statement, that is the third problem, and we will create some list view for invoices. So what we'll do is we have three list view that we wanted to create. Overdue invoices. So in invoice object, we have a field called status that is basically displaying that tells us either the invoice is overdue or not. So we'll say let's make it as overdue invoices. Every user can see, save it, and in the filter make it all invoices, and then add more filter that we will say status, it will be equal to overdue. So we'll just click on done, save it. So it will only show us the overdue invoices which are overdue. So just quickly uh, go ahead, open an invoice, make this invoice as overdue so that we can see that invoice in our list view. So this invoice we can see now. We can only see the invoice number. We wanted to see more fields, more information. Click on a gear icon and select fields to display. Here you can select what fields you wanted to display in a list view. So status we are not adding because we are already saying that these are overdue invoices. So you can see that now we are able to see. And the other ask is to make a mark as a favorite. That means we need to uh, make this as a pin list view so that user comes and will able to see this overdue invoices. Next we have paid invoices. Again the process will be same, only one filter will be changed, that we will say status will be paid. And again same thing, you just need to select which fields you want to display here. So I will make I will change the status of other invoice. That will be, let's quickly create a new one. So now if we go back, change this to paid invoices, we are able to see our invoice as a paid invoices. Now next thing that we need to do is invoice due in next 7 days. So we wanted to see what all invoices that are that us dues in next 7 days, and we wanted to inform to the customer that please pay your invoices. For that, we just need to, so as we need to display these fields for every list view, so I'm just going to clone this list view. I click on clone. I will name it as invoice due in next 7 days. Save it. So you can see the status that should be equals to either open, does not should be paid, overdue was closed. Yeah, it should be closed, so that we can only see open and overdue invoices. Click on done, and we need one more filter that will tell us either this. So first let's select. So we have a date field called due on, and when we wanted to what all fields we wanted to see, so we wanted to see next 7 days. So these are date literals available in Salesforce. We can use next. This is basically like next n days, and where we can we have next n months, n years. We also have previous, and so these are all the date literals that are available in Salesforce. So if you click on done, save it. So you can see that this invoice is a overdue invoice, and this is due on at the date is coming in next 7 days. So this is why we are able to see all those invoices here. So we are done with the task that we had, and the other thing that is remaining is we need to make the changes in the layout of our invoice so that we can see. So let's go to the our invoice object. In the page layout, you can just quickly click on that link, and let's rearrange these fields. And now if you wanted to see this information on the detail page, you can just click on wrench icon and select detail page. So what it will do is it will show this information on detail page. So now you can see that our page layout is changed, and we are able to see that a section header in the detail page as well. So this was all about the today's session. So before we open up the bridge for question and answer, I'd like to tell you that we need to register for every session. So to register for the next session that is going to happen is tomorrow, you need to just visit bit.ly, then number three again, small b, capital H, number 3 again, small c, capital M. So visit this URL. I will also ping in the chat so that you can register this for the next session, and make sure you don't miss any session. So over to you, Ziger, if you if you wanted me to answer some questions.
Sure, sure. First of all, thank you, Amit. Thank you. That was a wonderful session. Lot of things to learn from, and it was a really great session. So thank you for that. Now let's just open up the floor for questions. But before I do that, I think there were some, beyond the technical question, I think there were some which were very program specific questions, and I believe there are some members who have joined us new today. So I just want to quickly help everybody understand what this program Apex Hours for Students is all about and what do we do. So just a quick introduction. Apex Hours for Student is a series of 11 webinars which we have commenced from 1st of August 2019 and will continue until 16th of August 2019. every session will be focused on a specific area towards learning Salesforce. So what do you need to learn in order to become an accomplished Salesforce administrator is what we're going to be talking about today. So today's session talked about user interface. The session before, which was taken by Atul, talked about data modeling, which is about objects and fields. And the one before was a general introduction to Salesforce and cloud computing and what is cloud computing made up of. Now, that being said, we have a series of sessions already published. The agenda is already published. The only thing that Amit Singh just mentioned is you have to sign in or register for every session separately, and that is what he was just trying to show a few seconds ago, right? This is a completely free program. All the people, all the speakers here are accomplished people in the Salesforce ecosystem. They've been working with Salesforce for a very long time, and it is purely an initiative to help students learn from our experience. So that's the whole point. We start at 7 p.m. daily, 7 p.m. Indian time daily. The session is usually runs between 60 to 90 minutes. It's where we not only talk about theory, but we showcase stuff while doing it. So you guys understand what is the relevance of everything that we're doing. So that is about the program. Again, there was one question about the slides and the recordings. So yes, we do understand the recording for session 1 and the I believe the slide deck is available on the post. If the slide deck is not available, we'll make sure that it is available. And after every session, give us a time for a day or two so that we can upload the recording for that specific session. So Amit's session for today, episode 3, should be available in a day or two. Okay. So I do understand your enthusiasm and I appreciate that, but it's just it's just that there is some bit of editing that we do before it kind of is put. So so that it's consumable by each one of you. Where do I go and see the videos or the recordings of the session? Apex Hours. There is a YouTube channel for Apex Hours. Purushottam, I think, messaged that in the chat window. But even if you go to YouTube and type Apex Hours, you should be able to find the channel. Just subscribe to our channel, and you will see all the recordings for all the sessions, right? So that being said, quickly I'll open up the floor for additional technical questions. So Amit, there was this question where one of the attendees wanted to know, saying that can we delete a record type for a set of profiles at the same time if it's assigned by mistake? So that was a question. So can you help us share some light on that?
Yes, Lakshmi, we can we can remove that access, but for that we need to go to the profile, and then we need to remove that record type from that profile. So let me quickly go back. So you can still see my screen, right?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So let's we have different record types on opportunity. So if you wanted to remove, just quickly go to setup profile, and from profile you just need to find which profile you want to remove. Let's say that we want to remove some record type from system admin as well. So you just need to go to there and then find object settings, as we wanted to remove information from objects. And then opportunities is the object where we wanted to remove that profile, record type. Once you will edit, you can remove your record type from here. So you can see that if I remove this record type, I have only one record type available, that is opportunity mark, that is a prospect. If I save this, I will only able to see one record type for opportunity. So if I go back, click on new, so you can see that it is directly jumping into the new screen, a new record screen, where it is saying that we are creating a new opportunity with the record type prospect. So this is how, if you want to remove for multiple profiles, you need to go to the profiles, and then from there you can remove.
All right, great answer, Amit. The next question is this app, so you were displaying apps, right? Or how to build apps on the Salesforce platform. And one of the question was, are these apps the same as any Android application? And can we publish these apps?
So to publish this application, the answer is no. But if you wanted to display, like if you wanted to access your application in your Salesforce mobile application, yes, but Salesforce does provide the sales application. For that you need to download that application from App Store if you are an Android user. If you are a iOS user, you need to download from iOS App Store, where it does provide, and the name of application is Salesforce One. And if you see that Salesforce One mobile app, you can let's say that Google Play, I wanted to store and download from Google Play. You will see, and you can download this, and once you will download, the UI will look like something this. And then you like once you will download, you will install, you will get a UI for putting your credential. Either you wanted to access production or you wanted to access sandbox. So you have to download relevant application in your relevant OS, and then after you can access your application in your Salesforce One.
Thanks for that, Amit. And just to add to what Amit said, so that is one way where you can access your app Salesforce application over a mobile or a handheld device. But I believe the question was also that can I, whatever I build in Salesforce, can I publish it on a marketplace where people can download it, more like a Google Play Store or an App Store? So
Yes.
answer to that question is yes, that can be done. Salesforce has its own marketplace called as the App Exchange, right? And it is very similar to your Google Play Store or your Apple App Store, right? The thing is, on this, so if you want to access App Exchange, you can go to appexchange.salesforce.com, and but this marketplace is specifically for apps that can be set up, or that those are business apps for only for Salesforce, right? Of course there are lightning components and a ton of other things, bold solutions and things like that. But App Exchange is essentially a marketplace where, if you've built, let's say you've built a hotel booking application, right, and you want to bundle it up and publish it on a marketplace, you will have to do it on an App Exchange. And it has its own process of managed packages and things like that, which we will not cover. But answer to the question, yes, it is possible if you want to do it. And if that is the case, you will have to understand how to build products or applications for App Exchange. Okay. Uh, the next question is, which programming language is mandatory for Salesforce? Amit, you want to take a shot at it?
So basically, there is no prerequisites to learn a Salesforce to have a knowledge of any programming language. But if you do have some basic concept, OOPS concept, if you know about OOPS concept, then you are good. You have a benefit to learn Apex, because Salesforce does have its own language that is known as Apex, where basically that is completely built on OOPS. So we say that if you have an basic idea about OOPS, you are good to go with the Salesforce.
Awesome, awesome. Um, yeah, I mean, there are ton of languages. You have the programmatic side of Salesforce as well. For these sessions, we're going to stay away from that. Okay. Um, the next question is, compact layouts, are they visible for the owner of that layout or to all the users?
So basically, the layouts are visible for all those users who have access to that record. The user who are viewing that record, those users will be able to see the information, the key fields for that particular record.
Okay.
That is not for only the owner. Like if I am the owner, I am setting up a compact layout as an admin, so that doesn't means I will only be able to see. So if I'm setting up compact layout for the users who have access to the records, and or the users who have access to the record type, because page layouts may vary with with the record types. Those users will definitely able to see those records and then compact layout as well.
Okay, and then there was this last question which said that they really wanted to see how you can mark an opportunity as complete, mark this as complete. So I honestly did not really understand the question, but I believe the question is more about how can I, mark an opportunity as complete.
So in a Salesforce word, in a Salesforce term, we say that close opportunity, like closing an opportunity. So we have two like one or two standard stage values for stages. One is closed one. If we like, if the person whom we are targeting is saying that yes, I'm ready to do to business with you, we go ahead and change the status for that opportunity to a closed one, either with the help of this path in lightning, or you can also, so this is a closed where you will see closed, and here you will see select closed stage. So if you see like select this, here you will get two options: either you have won the deal, that means the person is going to do a business, or you have lost the deals, that means the person has denied to do the business. So these are two options any sales representatives has. So let's say you wanted to close, or you wanted to say that close the deal as a close one status, you just need to click on save, and this opportunity will be closed, and you will see a green, like that means it is following all the process, the sales process that we have defined for this particular record type. So by changing the opportunity status, either a close one or close loss, you can close an opportunity. Even if you want to define your custom status, you can definitely go and define your custom status as a close one.
Awesome, awesome. So I think there were those are most of the questions that we had. Again, like we say every time, if you have questions even after the session, please feel free to post the questions on our Twitter handle or even on our the post of on our website. We'll try our best to answer them. So I think that was it. Amit, you just want to go over and finish off the session with some trailer modules or something like that, if there is?
Yes, I do have some. So
Awesome.
to practice all this, we have a number of Salesforce like Salesforce tailored modules. So if you wanted to go with the app custom light, this is an application that is completely built for the customization, where you have a basic idea about lighting app builders, page layouts, how compact page layout works, how you can create a home page, record page. And then for lightning experience customization, we have another module. And then there is an recruiting application in Trailhead. For that, you can customize the interface. So for this recruiting application, you don't need to create, you will get a package link of an app exchange, and that you need to install. And for lightning app builder, there is a separate module. And we have under lightning, I think these two are duplicates. So these two are these four are Trailhead module. I'll just ping them over the chat window so that everyone can have access to this. And then other than, we also have some Salesforce help additional resources that users can go, that you all can go to learn the Salesforce. So this is it, Jigar, from my side. Thank you everyone for joining.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Amit, for that great session. And like we said, so that brings us to the end of our day 3. Please, we would love to have you back tomorrow on day 4, where we're going to be talking about some of the essential things about aggregating your data, which are some key concepts. So stay tuned. Please do register and keep learning. And please do take good care of yourself. Good night, and thank you so much.
Thank
Bye
you everyone.
bye.